Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Michael coming at you with a quick video for the XTransbots MX-44T Gravedigger, and it is the toy version or the youth version. T is for toy, youth is XTransbots' name for a toy version. So a lot of that, clear up a lot of things here. There's three major reasons to make this quick video, even though 4 months ago I made the video on the standard one. Number one, you can see the difference between this one and the standard, which I am doing the bot mode for the toy because I think they look a whole lot more interesting with the toy deco, the tampos. Number two reason is so that people know it's in stock and available to buy. See, a lot of times people message me and they say, well, what do I get? The long haul, the very first one. And, well, they're sold out. So it is what it is. But this is like, hey, if you're collecting the set and you are interested in the toy versions, or you just want this figure, then it's in stock. So at Shows eStore, I've linked down below where you can get yours. TA support the reviewer. And then the number three reason why, so you know exactly what you're getting. And there's always some question marks about some stuff with these releases, such as the vac metal and all of that. So anyway, let's get into taking a look at this toy version coming up. All right, here is the box, and the box looks okay. I wished it was a little bit more G1-esque. I mean, they're trying to make it look G1-esque without, I guess, getting in any trouble. That's how they roll. You've got some tech specs and all that fun stuff. So, yeah, there we go. There's the box. Okay, so first of all, I want to say, out of the box, I mean, they all look great, but the toy version with the extra deco looks really, really cool. And so I like them a little bit more. Yes, you do get the giant crane just hanging off the back, which, you know, we can actually benefit from the fact that I made a first video and now I can talk about comments because I do read them all. Don't always reply to them. I'm trying to reply to all of them, but I do read them all. And now with the fact that I've got those comments from the first video, I can kind of expand on that. So one of the problems people did have, and I thought it was a little odd, was that this doesn't tuck away, and it's a little bit better in how Fans Toys did theirs in regards to the crane. And I do kind of agree with that on one hand. On the other hand, it makes for a more simplistic transformation in a way. And it's simple. It's fine, I guess, but this is a little, I guess you say annoying, but the toy itself had that same issue. And as you can see, there's things you can do with it. There's things you can do, and on a shelf, just the fact that you're going to need a little bit more space, though, behind it for display, unless you take this all the way down, then you don't have to have that space. Or I guess, no, you can't even take it all the way up. So I think this is a nice, happy little medium. Put it right there so you don't really see it in the front, and it looks good. And really, I'm mostly concerned about the front. Where I'm displaying mine, I will actually have plenty of space behind them, so that's not an issue to me. So it just depends on your display, how you do it, whether it's an issue to you, and then possibly, no, there's no turning it. So, but yeah, that's how I like it. Now it's very solid and hefty, as you can see. You can just pick this sucker up. It holds its pose. Built very well, very, very solid figure. I do like this figure and how it works and how it looks. But let's get into checking out these tampographs. Well, before that, look at the head. Look at all that good eye, like metallic eyes. Looks good. So we do have this toy looking stuff, and we will compare it to the original toy. I have it, just like with the first video. We compared it, so a lot of digital looking stuff going on right there. So it's not a sticker, which I'm not gonna lie. Some people are like, well, we should just get stickers and apply it, and others are like, that's super cheap to just get stickers and apply it. We need tampograph. I'm on the side of getting the tampograph. I really, really do like this. I mean, how ultra cheap would it have been if XTransbots were to have just simply put out the first one and gave you some stickers? So this is the way to go. And the knee's not weak. It's a heavy figure, and I keep just holding it by that one section. So we got some more down here. All of this looks great. and just fantastic job there. Now, fantastic. Let's get down to the feet. And then the feet, we can look at how we've got all of the arrows and all this kind of stuff painted on there, looking really, really good. But I think the biggest like change that you're going to notice, especially when it's in combine and alt mode, are what they did to the arms. And it's because that's reminiscent of what was on the original toy. And so there it is. And that's going to translate over, definitely going to translate over into alt mode and into combine mode. So that's really going to be the only difference in combine mode and alt mode, which y'all are probably going to think I cheaped out when I get to that. But, you know, time is of the essence, and probably the most valuable asset that we have on the planet is time, which is why I make this video really fast. So the next thing I want to talk about is this vac metal. And so there's been question about this because there was a release that didn't get vac metal, and although it's still one of my favorite of this set, probably still is my favorite of the set so far, it didn't get vac metal on the thighs, even though the first one got vac metal on the thighs, and a lot of people felt like that was wrong. So this is... hey, at least it's got vac metal on that. It still looks great. I'm very happy. I'm pleased. I'm pleased with this very much so. So let's get into some articulation and some accessories, and then some more comparisons and some more fun stuff. All right, we've already done this before, so we can go through it super fast. Head side to side, up and down. It's on a swivel and an up and down, and it gets quite a bit, so it's really good. Nice paint on that. Very tight on this. It's not ratcheted though, but it's nice and tight for now, at least. And then so what was that about? Past the 90, 360 right there, bicep 360, double jointed on the elbow, and you got fingers. So that last three are connected on 2 points of articulation. You got a pointer finger that is sort of curved, and then you've got an opposable thumb, which all that works. All that works great, and it's nice and tight, so you can hold the bugle. You can hold the bugle if you want to. And then waist, you get to about there until it gets in the way of its own self. So that's about all you're going to get. Then you do have a hip flap, old school, 2014 hip flap going on there. There it goes. We've gone way past hip flap range. This only about to there, kind of gets in the way itself. It does not have a drop down, which I don't need it to. Thigh swivel, double jointed, and the foot does this weird stuff where it kind of comes out and it goes up and down. Part of the transformation. Could become a weak point over time. Won't be for mine because I'm going to cheat, and cheating is good when it comes to preserving your figures. All right, here's the gun. It's for accessories, and it appears to be painted. It's black and it's shiny like it's painted. It's got that look too. It's got a vac metal bugle, which they're all going to come with that now because Fanstoys included it. So starting with their second XTransbots release, got two to catch us up. Then we've got a card. Same exact card. They didn't change it. Now, I don't usually show the cards. They didn't change it to call it the T. Now, I will say this. It's cheaper, but big. You don't get an extra head with it like you got with the first one. And I think, watching my last video, it came with even another head that was like an upgrade to the past release. So this is part of where you save the $30. And I don't care. I don't need I don't need all those heads. These are the combiner parts. You get the combiner parts, you get the bugle, you get the gun. That's it. That's it. No extra head. That's where the gun was. And that's, if you're wanting this as to combine, that's great. It's going to work to combine. If you're wanting this just like this on the shelf, or maybe probably a better pose than that, then it's fine. It's going to work for you. So that's all I got to say about that. All right, so in the interest of saving time and doing some comparisons, we're going to start with Fanstoys. And you can see side by side. Now that I have the benefit of your comments, me rewatching the video 4 months later, I'll say that the Fanstoys has what appears to be a ginormous backpack on them, the way they went about it. This one looks more clean and sleek for the backpack. I will still say this though, I like Fanstoys kind of the sheen of their overall green. So the overall green, although I like the color still of the XTransbots a whole lot more, and so I think that wins fine with me. I do like the premium look to it, but side by side, I really thought I was gonna hate the color, but it's purpler in real life. Still, the camera and in editing, it still looked too blue to me, but in real life, it's purpler. And also, I do want to point out that the kind of tread leg thing that always has bothered me about this character doesn't bother me so much. Next, I want to compare this to itself, its former glory 4 months ago. And yeah, I'm just using pictures here because of my past, because I'm not spending hours and hours transforming stuff and putting the wear and tear on them. But here's the thing. I think this looks way more interesting, don't you? I mean, I do. I think it looks way more interesting being with all the extra Tampographs, being a toy version. Thank goodness they still did the vac metal. I'm really very appreciative of that. So thank you, XTransbots, for doing that. And we'll see these arms again. Well, in alt mode, sort of. Now, comparing it to the G1, thanks to camera tricks invented in 2024 by yours truly, you can see how this does match the toy. Now, my stickers on the chest are a little bit beat up, but it does sort of match, and I'll pull it down for a little bit closer look. But you've got the arrows on the feet, like the arrows in the line, if the camera's gonna pick that up, to match that. The waist piece is very, very similar. This little area here with the dots is very similar. On the sides, mine are starting to wear, but there's it just kind of feels like they got it really, really close with the little lines there. The kind of computer looking stuff. These are foil stickers too, so they really refract the light. But yeah, I mean, they weren't just making this stuff up, and they weren't making up the things on the sides. Although on the original toy, it's not yellow, it's silver, but they went with yellow because I think it's more real world, I guess. Here they are as a team, and reviewing my first video of this, I was really thinking, man, I can't wait to see what the toy version looks like with the team in here doing the toy. And now looking at this, the biggest complaint is that we got, and not really seeing it so much from this angle, but this is vac metal, the thighs are vac metal, this is vac metal. Nothing vac metal in this, except I guess the eyes, but this was not vac metal, which we expected that to be vac metaled. Everybody seemed to expect that to be vac metaled. That was a disappointment in toy form. It would have been so much nicer, but still, I think this team looks the best, and yeah, I'm very happy with the toy look versions, all for about $30 cheaper than their counterparts. Now, I usually show them next to Optimus Prime because Optimus Prime's easier to get to, but Megatron makes a lot more sense. Well, if my shipping information from Show Z is correct, he'll be standing next to Galvatron pretty soon, 2.0 for the second time. Oh. For the first time, this particular figure will be standing next to a Galvatron. Yo, buddy. But still, the reigning king is MP36. Takara still wins in a few departments. A few of their figures are still the best, in my opinion. Of course, there's a KO called Magton, but that's how it looks next to Megatron. Now for the alt mode, the combined mode, some people are going to view this as a cop-out, but here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what it looks like. More or less, it's the same thing. You just put the alt modes, move these treads forward a little bit, and then that's the difference. So I'm going to put a picture up, though, of how you see, like, in this vicinity here, you've got the difference, like the paint. You see, that's the only difference. So really, no need for an extra hour of my time and however much more of your time it would take up. Well, it'll only take up 2 minutes of your time, but it still looks the same. So that's the only difference. The only differentiation is that little area that's going to have part of the forearms there. And with that, to me, it's not a big deal. I would not make my decision, say if I want to get a combined mode cheaper, that would not be a huge turnoff to have that on there for my arm. I mean, at the end of the day. But I went with the standard ones for combined because I want it as clean as possible. I never really thought about any toy stuff showing in the alt mode or on combined mode. And then I also want to show the toy next to it. What's better, like that? And with my stuff wearing off, this side might be better, or whatever. You can kind of see the comparison to the toy, and sadly we don't get enough of that in our life. Not enough toy comparison in our life. In case I wasn't clear, this is the first version. This is the first version, and then I'm gonna compare it to the Fans Toys. So there's Fans Toys arm and XTransbots arm, and we can do it like this. Yes, we can. And then we can do it like this. And this is where I think a lot of people were saying Fans Toys is a little cleaner looking because it compacts down. I guess that's the comments. And I mean, true. It's very true. Fans Toys does have a lot more going on right in the forearm with all of that. This is cleaner in the forearm, but you have that hanging off. I mean, that's, to me, it's not that big of a deal when we do something like that with it or whatever. But they go different routes. They both look great. This is the first version, the non-toy. I mean, I've already got them ready to go. I can't wait to build them. Well, but I have to. All right, so this is my look at the MX-44T toy version, XTransbots, Gravedigger, and what do I got to say about this guy? I got to say that he looks fantastic. The additional Tampographs, the toy look, make it look that much more interesting. And I'm just gonna say this: it's a big decision to say, okay, I'm gonna do bot mode for toy version, and I'm gonna do combined mode for standard, and then be like halfway through it, let me just retransform and swap these around to where I want them. That's a lot of time, and I'm glad I picked this right away because this is very fun, and plus they're cheaper, $30 cheaper per figure. And in my mind, these would sell faster than the originals, but they put the 4-month difference in there. So anyway, if you do want to get this, it's in stock right now at Shozy Store. Don't know how long. And remember, I'll have a link down below for you where you can get directly to this and TH and support the reviewer if you feel so inclined. But let me know what you guys think about this. Again, I read all of the comments, and I try to reply to as many as possible. Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and Tydarium Hanger out.